Yo, what is up, guys? Delboy here. So, Michael Hunter and Alexander Povetkin battle to a 12-round draw on the undercard of Anthony Joshua versus Andy Ruiz 2. I've got to say, I enjoyed the fight. I felt it was nice and competitive, some good moments, but ultimately I felt Michael Hunter done enough to win this fight. Not that Povetkin didn't have his moments, I just felt Michael Hunter had more moments, and I felt the post-fight interviews was kind of telling. I forget who made a mention of it on commentary, but Povetkin looked happy with a draw, and Michael Hunter kind of looked disappointed, and I felt that told the story. But it was a good fight, I enjoyed it, and it kind of lived up to what I was expecting. I expected a really good fight going into this one. I felt it was a very evenly matched bout. I picked Hunter on points, but obviously it was a draw. Michael Hunter started this fight really well. You know, he came out and through combinations, and Alexander Povetkin really wasn't expecting it. He wasn't expecting Michael Hunter to start that quickly, and he kind of caught Povetkin cold. Povetkin was kind of getting rocked in round one. You know, he was taking big right hands, and he really had a hard time adjusting to the speed. I think he was getting buzzed because of the speed, not necessarily because Hunter's a big puncher, but Hunter was landing quick shots early on while Povetkin was still cold. That's why he was feeling those shots and getting a bit buzzed. And yeah, first two rounds I felt Hunter looked great. He was, beating Povetkin to the punch, he was throwing more shots, and he was boxing really well. Rounds 3, 4 and 5, I felt Povetkin came back into it. He started to find his range a little bit more and, find his distance. And also he was getting used to the speed of Michael Hunter. And in rounds 3, 4 and 5, I felt Povetkin did a pretty good job. He landed some good hurtful shots to body and head, and arguably he won those rounds. But, after round 5, I felt Hunter kind of took over again. Every time Hunter used his jab, it was quite effective. And a lot of these rounds, I felt Hunter was just too fresh and too active for Alexander Povetkin. When Hunter would set his feet and exchange, Povetkin was having success and he was landing shots, but, for the most part he was being outlanded. And when Hunter wanted to box, I felt Povetkin was pretty ineffective. And as the fight went on, I really felt Michael Hunter started to get a foothold and build a lead in this fight. He was finishing the fight out quite well. But, Povetkin, to his credit, once again came back in round 12. I felt he actually buzzed Michael Hunter in round 12. He landed some good shots, he was fighting with urgency, and he was fighting like a guy who felt he was behind in this fight. So Povetkin closed round 12 out really well. He was the more active guy, the more aggressive guy, and he landed the better shots. So I scored round 12 to Povetkin. I think I scored this fight 7 rounds to 5 for Michael Hunter. So it was close, to be honest, and maybe a draw you can see, but I can't see Povetkin winning this fight, to be honest. If anybody won it, I felt it was Michael Hunter. So I felt he was a little bit unlucky on the scorecards, but to his credit, remaining classy, didn't, make a big fuss about it, didn't cry over spilt milk. All he said was, I'll fight Povetkin again, and that is music to my ears. Michael Hunter, in my opinion, is a breath of fresh air in the heavyweight division. No nonsense, no over-the-top trash talk. He just wants to fight and fight for best, and he's willing to rematch Povetkin, and I'd like to see it again. I felt the first fight was good, it was quite entertaining, and yeah, why not have a rematch? I mean, it was a draw after all. I want to see a clear winner, so I'd be more than happy with a rematch. Povetkin himself seemed keen as well, so why not make the rematch? I think that's the obvious fight to make for both fighters. And also credit to Alexander Povetkin. He was getting caught with some big shots, and once again he showed his toughness. And even at 40 years old, Povetkin isn't going to come and lie down for anybody. So, Povetkin himself deserves credit. I felt he fought a good fight in stages, and he certainly had success. He certainly hurt Hunter a couple of times. So Povetkin actually performed well in stages. I just felt Hunter did better, overall. I felt he won the fight, but it is what it is. I enjoyed the fight. Let's have a rematch, How do you guys feel about it? What did you score it? And would you like to see a rematch? Peace.